Tonight, a Central Georgia lawmaker is joining the conversation about flock cameras.
Senate President Pro Tem Larry Walker of Houston County is one of several state leaders who want more information about automatic license plate readers, like flock cameras, before the next legislative session, which starts in January. Olivia Dunn spoke with the senator earlier today. Olivia, what were some of the things he was telling you?
Well, Frank, Glory, Walker actually drafted a letter a few days ago supporting law enforcement, but also outlining privacy concerns when it comes to flock cameras.
We want to have the actual facts and do it the right way.
As the debate continues over flock cameras in Georgia, Senator Larry Walker from Perry says lawmakers need to be prepared before the next legislative session in January.
We like to do things based on facts and data in the Georgia Senate and introduce legislation that is reasonable, responsible, and meaningful.
Walker drafted this letter to the heads of the Georgia Sheriff's Association and the Association of Chiefs of Police. He's heard concerns surrounding the cameras from both constituents and law enforcement.
They want to be able to continue to have this tool, but they want to be sure it's used properly.
The letter calls for lawmakers, law enforcement, and the public to start having conversations about flock cameras and how the legislature should regulate them. The letter also includes a list of questions Walker has, like who should have access to flock data and should people get a say before local leaders allow the cameras. Walker says he supports law enforcement, but knows there are serious privacy concerns.
We got to walk that balance between being responsible about people's privacy and also keeping the community safe.
We've seen over a dozen cases involving charges of flock camera misuse by law enforcement in Central Georgia and across the state. But before drafting legislation about the cameras, Walker and others say they need the facts about flock.
We have to be smart and have a balanced approach.
Senator John Albers announced Tuesday lawmakers created a task force with law enforcement to take a closer look at the cameras and figure out how to regulate them.
We have to be smart and thoughtful. While there were issues and actions that happened that we do not like and were wrong, we also have to point out the positives.
Walker agrees that balance is key, including giving both law enforcement and the public a say.
And then I hope we'll, like we generally do, reach a common sense, balanced approach.
Now, Frank, Glory, just to be clear, there have been no laws introduced regarding flock or automatic license plate readers, but any legislation that Walker or Albers draw up would go before the Assembly in their 2027 session.
All right, Olivia, thank you very much. Now, this month, Flock also announced they are adding their own restrictive policies after other cases of misuse across the country.
Now, some of those changes include audit requirements and shortening how long data is available, although some departments are already pushing back against those.